Hi guys, this is the 1 class 2 face mask machine as you see here. This is the fabric roll placing rack, and this is the forming machine. This forms into the formed pieces, and this is the flipping unit, and it flips the formed masks into 2 units for the following welding operations. And through these conveyors, and then go to these 2 ear-lobe welding machines. That is why, because there is 2, that is why it is called 1 class 2 face mask machines. And now let's take a look at the machine details by details. This is the outer layer in blue color, and this is the middle layer. This is the melt blown fabric. This is the most essential material to block the virus from entering into our mouth and nose. This is the most essential and expensive material. And this is the inner layer of the mask. And this, as you can see here, the width of these materials is about 175 milliliters, and this white layer is slightly wider, so they can wrap the above 2 layers. And for this machine, it has alarm functions. When the material is going to run out, these sensors will send signals to this machine and the buzzer. This false alarm, and then you can reload the fabric rolls. And for the reloading of the rolls, you can just these parts, and when we put it together, we can use a tool to hit it and make them spliced together. So it saves the labor of rethreading the materials. And now let's take a look at the forming unit. The forming unit here comes from here and slowly passing through this part, and here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Altogether 5 rollers. This is the pattern roller, and these are the pricing rollers. These 2 also pricing rollers with rubber. And this is the cutter. This roller with cutter. This is the cutting knife for cutting the length to be 175 milliliters long, the masks. And these rollers are driving by these gears. This is the chain, and this chain needs to be lubricated quite often. And then here, you can see the nose well. The nose well is threaded all the way through here, passing through these 3 rollers. And this roller has a knife to cut the length needed. The circumference of this roller is exactly the length of the nose wear on the masks. And this cutter may be the wear part, and also this cutter and the rubber parts. So this part needs patience in adjusting. And now here, look at this control panel. This control panel is for it has power and start, stop, emergency stop, and alarm clearance. These buttons. And this button is for controlling the speed of this small length of conveyor. And this button is also speed adjuster. This adjusts the speed of this whole set. This whole set 5 rollers. This is for the speed control of these 5 rollers. And the difference between this button, this stop button, and the emergency stop is that when the emergency stop is pressed down, we cannot do any operation on the screen. But when we press this stop button, you can still adjust you get to operation on the screens. And now this is the ionizing unit. Its purpose is for removing the statics on the masks, so the mask can be coming through this conveyor smoothly. And now let's look at the flipping unit. This unit flips the formed masks into two lines for the following welding. And these are sensors and also for sensing the positions. This is the optical fiber magnifier, and when it is in operation, the red values will be always smaller than the green values, and this will be covered later. And also, let's take a look at the screens. Take a look at this screen. This screen has both Chinese and English language. Now let's take this English operating screen. It basically has four screens: the manual operation, the automatic operation, and the monitor. The manual operation is for the machine debugging, is for testing run. It has these buttons, this pattern, this roller, this when I place it down for holding for 3 seconds, this group of 5 rollers will take action. This is for controlling the whole set of rollers. And this conveyor motor is for controlling the running of this small segment of conveyor belt. And this ultrasonic unit, when I press it down, it generates ultrasonic energy to weld the fabrics together. This is for the ultrasonic unit control. Let's look at the cabinet. This is the ultrasonic generator. It is a famous brand. And you can see at the bottom, the ultrasonic, when the upper and top mode come together, it generates ultrasonic energy to weld the fabrics together as a mask. And now look at the flipping unit. You can see the screens and these basic buttons, and also this speed adjuster. This is for the speed adjusting of the flipping of the left part, and this is for the right part, speed adjusting. And let's take a look at also its screens. It also has English screens, and again this manual screen is for manual operations before automatic run. It is for testing run and debugging purpose. And this, when all is debugged well, the machine debugged well, and then we can perform automatic function. We can execute automation running. And this is the parameter screens. These parameters are fixed, so normally you do not need to do any changing, because one parameter will affect the other. So please do not change these regularly. And there is also a monitor screen. This monitor screen is from this screen we can see which movement is in action and which is not. We can just do the diagnose of the movements. You can see which movements are good and which are bad from the monitor screen. So basically, this is the same manual automatic monitor. These screens are basically the same for every screen. And now the flipped masks are being transported by these conveyors to the following welding stations. And you can see from welding station, the mask is first being transported through this conveyor. From this conveyor, the product holding conveyor, and then there are two welders for welding the right and the left ear loops. And you can see, this is a very simple construction, and we use as less cylinder as possible to make the machine run more stable and easier to adjust. And here you can see the basic construction. Here the air loops come through these wheels, and then they are being pulled by this rotary motor. This rotary motor pulls this, and when the needed length of ear loop is pulled, then the cutter will take action to cut the needed length, and then the ultrasonic welding part will press down to weld the ear loops into the masks. And then these cylinder, this is called the ear, the releasing cylinder. It releases the clippers of the ear loops, and this cylinder is the ear loop holding or clipping cylinder. It basically clips the needed length, clips the ear loops for welding actions. And you can see there are only basically very few cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only the 4. And other parts are very simple construction to make debugging and maintenance easier as possible. These are the motors and by electric. And now you can see the transporting. This is the conveyor for transporting the masks into this discharging. This is the discharging motor. When this being conveyor, and then the cell senses this cylinder will take action to press it down, and it also has the function of stacking. Mostly we stacked 10 pieces of masks in one group. Then the stacked 10 pieces of masks will be transported for following packaging. Now we can also take a look at the cabinet of the machine. It is very beautifully needed weld, and there are switching power supply, and the PLC. PLC is a famous brand of Panasonic. And this is the servo motor driver, because these two units we use the servo motor for process conveying purpose. This is a very neat weld cabinet. And again, this is the control panel. We can enter here the English language. And basically, these are the buttons of this machine. Welding station 1, welding station 1, welding station. This is welding station 1, and this is welding station 2. And this is the automatic. This is the automatic button. These are two are the manual buttons for debugging and testing run purpose. And also this parameter screen and monitor screen. Now let's click into it to see the details. This is the welding 1 station. It has the fixture motor. Fixture motor is this motor for conveying the masks from here to here. This is the rotating motor. This is the rotating motor. it just rotates to pull ear loops for cutting. And this is a lifting cylinder. This is a lifting cylinder. It just moves up and downwards. This lifting cylinder for welding operation. This is the discharging downward cylinder. Discharging cylinder is discharging. And this is scissor forwarding cylinder. It just pushes the scissors forward to cut the needed length of ear loops. And this is a welding. It's all the same. Here is the ultrasonic generator, and then we can see the mode. This is the Dana mode, and also it has the upper mode. This to the upper mode. When this upper and Dana mode come together, it generates ultrasonic energy to weld the ear loops into the masks. And here comes the conveying motor. This is the conveying motor. Conveying motor is to be convey the masks onto this discharging conveyor. This discharge downward motor. This should be this downward motor. This is a clapping ear band clapping. This clipping cylinder. This is a clipping. This is the ear band clipping cylinder, and this is the releasing cylinder. This is the releasing cylinder. When the ear loops are welded into the masks, this releasing cylinder will release the clips. So the finish the complete product. And also, let's take a look at these are the manual operating screen. These are for debugging or testing run. And here now take a look at this perform this automatic screen. Automatic screen, it has alarm. It has prompts up messages. And this is the output. They can count the batch production of the masks. This productivity, it indicates the time needed to wear the one mask. So we can check the capacity of the machine here. And this is clear output. It can clear the number of the output, so we can know the batch produced quantities. And this is the blanket running off. Blanket running off means that during the debugging of the machine, when we do not use any fabrics for running the machine, we need this function to test run the machine, and then we can turn it off. Then the machine can run without the materials. This is the button, and this is the buzzer button. Here, this is the buzzer. When this buzzer is turned on, when there is alarm, this buzzer will sound, will fire a sound and eliminate and be laid on. And this is the reset button. Reset button means when I just adjust the one cylinder, and I do not adjust this, and during the actual production, I need to reset the machine, so the machine can run without any problem. If one cylinder is pulled off and the other cylinders, then I do not reset. I do not press this button. Then I suddenly reset it. Then it may damage the machine because this is not in its home position. We needed to put all the cylinders and into home position before automatic run. And now let's look at the parameter screen. These parameters are often set before shipment, so please do not change these parameters. If you change one parameter, then it will affect the whole running of the welding station, so it may cause problems. So please do not change it unless guided. And this is also the monitor screen. The monitor screen, from this screen you can see which movements are working and which movements are malfunctioning. So this is a monitor, all the movements of this station. You can see here. And also we have the the alarm clearing function. When there is alarm, and then if a piece of mask jams, and then we manually clear the masks, the jammed masks. Then we can then press this button, and then the machine will run smoothly again. It means it tells the machine that the fault, the malfunction, has been cleared. Then we can do the succeeding running. So, and later this is the staggered 10 units will be transported for the following packaging. Normally you can for individual piece packaging or 10 pieces in one bag packaging. So this is the full machine. The speed of this machine is about 80 pieces per minute. And it is quite stable running. So the maintenance of this machine is also very simple. You just need to lubricate the moving parts and the transferring parts. Put some lubrication oil before each run. Then it will maintain the machine very well. And for this machine, it basically has four air. You have both air and electricity for operation. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally four air hoses and three air hoses and 4 electrical cables. This is the electrical cable. Each unit, this 40 units, one cable. This plating unit is 1 cable, and these two, 1 each. So 34 electrical cables for connecting electricity. Okay, this is a very automated machine. Usually it requires only two operators. One sit here, one sit there for visual, for manual inspect the quality of the masks. 2 operators can completely operate this machine. So this is a very automated machine. It's a very good machine. Thank you guys for listening.